As if macro photography is not already hard, doing macro photography in Nigeria is even harder. Hello everyone, ABCD David here, macro photographer from Nigeria, and in this video I'm going to expose you to the reality of shooting macro photography in Nigeria. An unlikely issue I struggle with is the availability of a good spot. This is due to the constant bush clearing for farming and urbanization that has really taken over the country. So every night I have to step out far away to go find bugs to shoot. And that is where the risk comes in because I never really know if I'm going to come back with my gear or if I'm going to come back myself every night. Nigeria is such, I don't want to say jungle, but sometimes that's just what it is. I've been robbed once and they took my phone. And last week I narrowly escaped being robbed again. So it's never a pleasant experience for me going out to shoot. And I've had a lot of people say maybe I should go with someone, but that has a lot of things to do with it. Like, is this person going to enjoy it? Can the person navigate the bush as much as I do? All those things are things I take into consideration. Besides, crime over here is really organized. If they observe I'm like 2 or 3, they'll always make sure to double the number up. So somehow it's still going to get me robbed, us, and we kind of like lose more. So it's not really a good option. Macro photography is supposed to be fun and free. However, in Nigeria, it's not that way because you have to spend a lot of money to get the pictures. And one of those ways is when I'm going or coming back from a shoot, I meet a lot of guys. Like, let's say they could just step out of nowhere and they'll approach you and they'll tell you that you have to give them a certain amount of money before they let you pass with your gears or your phone. And if you don't do that, they'll most certainly take something from you or destroy any of your property. So I'm always carrying light change, light change in quotes because Nigerians are familiar with that, in my pocket. So in case I meet any of them, I just kind of like settle them with it. A couple of times I've had to do bank transfer, I think like 3 times or so. It's also not fun. Aside being alone and not having someone who can like go with me to take pictures of bugs and just get to experience the problems I do experience being a macro photographer in Nigeria, or maybe the joys of macro photography as well, I also don't have anyone over here who has already been in the genre to maybe gain the experience, know the market, or make the people understand how macro photography is, because macro photography is a very new genre over here. The people don't understand anything about it at all. So it always seems weird to them that someone is taking pictures of bugs and he's not getting paid for it. All those things. So I always have to spend so much time explaining to people what I'm doing and how it's done, everything, just for them to be able to get an understanding of it and hopefully help them appreciate the pictures more. Somehow that is usually a fun task. I mean, speaking with people about your work and all of it, but it's really not something one man can do alone, so it's always very difficult in that aspect. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, do well to hit the bell icon. I post photography related videos every week and I hope to make it better as I keep going. Thank you. Now the third point in this very quick video is one I don't know if everyone can agree that it's a point, but it's the fact that my camera brand isn't present in my country. So I take macro photos with the best camera brand for macro photography, and that is OM System cameras. They are the best because they have the best variety of cameras and lenses for macro photography, which pack amazing features like the autofocus bracketing feature, which you can find on almost all their cameras. This is a feature that you can't find on many other flagship cameras from other brands, so it's something that really makes OM System cameras stand out. And you know, in macro photography, focus bracketing is very essential. Now, imagine having to do it manually. That is very, very difficult. So it's always a blessing when you have a camera that can always do that automatically because it helps improve your result. Aside having amazing cameras and lenses for macro photography, OM System is the only camera brand I see celebrate and support macro photography. Other brands are so focused on portrait and other things that they don't really give attention to macro photographers or what they need in a camera. So that is also another area that OM System does best that no other camera brand gets even close. Unfortunately, OM System doesn't have a support center in my country or continent. I think they have one in South Africa, but I don't really know how active that one is. Besides, it's very far from me. This makes it very difficult for me if I have to make any repair or replacement, so I think it's a nightmare. Regardless, I know macro photography is going to grow in my country and continent. It may take a little while, but I know it's going to get there. It's just going to need people to make the tough choices and right decisions. So yeah, I'm very positive. Thank you for sticking around, and that's it for this week's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the future uploads. And I'll see you next time. By the way, this video was recorded with TCL 14X paper, and I think it did great. Bye.